Hey everybody. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out lighting solutions for in here. There's not enough daylight coming in to really light the room. So the only real lighting that's going on right now is from my computer screen. So sorry if I'm a little bit bright. If I turn that, nope. If I turn that on, it's gonna blind you guys, or I have to adjust uh, everything. So I'm not gonna do that. Frankly. So sorry, lighting's kind of poor, but what are you gonna do? This is a vlog. Nobody really cares too much about lighting except for me. So I'm not too worried about it. Uh, I'm home, as I mentioned yesterday. Really, still super happy to be here. Um, and one of the interesting challenges faced is that I am still pretty heavily restricted in what I can do. Um, and certain precautions that I had to take after the stem cell transplant. They sent me home because my white cell counts are at the bottom end of normal. They were at 3.9. A normal person is like 4 to 11 or 12. So 3.9, 4 is normal. On the low end though, so I'm still what you'd call immunosuppressed. My immune system is not quite up to snuff. Um, the rest of my counts are also normal. My red blood cells and platelets are fine. My blood will clot. Bruises aren't super dangerous, which they are for a little while when you have low platelets. You have to be really, really careful because your blood won't clot properly. So if you get a cut, it'll just bleed, and it won't scab or seal up. So anyway, that's not a worry for me anymore, which is good. But I do still have to take a lot of precautions when it comes to protecting my body from any outside invaders, like bacteria, viruses, fungi. Um, just because I'm still immunocompromised, still kind of rebuilding that system. So what do I have to do? Uh, I can't walk on grass, for instance. That's one of my interesting ones. Just it's sort of thing. Just don't walk on grass. Walk on gravel or the sidewalk because every moment that I spend, like, when you step on stuff, you're just sending up everything attached to it. And don't think about that in your daily life because you've got a good immune system and all that stuff is weak stuff. I'm gonna have to cut that out because I don't want to put a warning on my videos. Anyway, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about because I cut it out, so you're not going to see it. Anyway, that's weak stuff. It's not going to affect you. Your immune system is efficient and handy and ready to go and just knock those guys right out. Mine is not. So walking on grass is dangerous for me. Foliage is dangerous because there's all kinds of stuff on it. There's bacteria everywhere, but just that activity of kind of knocking things around. Yeah, I'm not supposed to walk on grass. Kind of a fun one. I have to be kind of wasteful, which is really, it's mildly upsetting. And then you kind of just switch your brain over and, I know that for my own good, I have to, for instance, I use paper towels to dry my hands after I use the restroom and wash my hands. If I'm washing my hands in the kitchen, I have to wash my hands a lot. That's another precaution that I have to take if I pet the cats. I better wash my hands and not touch my face until I've washed my hands because cats are covered with all kinds of bacteria and viruses. And I don't want to introduce those to the inside of my body if I can possibly avoid it, or at least not at appreciable levels. I can't let them get in my face, and I gotta wash my hands. So I have to use paper towels, which is not my first choice. I would be washing my hands with a hand towel because you don't want to use up all that paper. But it's just give and take, and you gotta just switch your brain over because I know it is for my own good. So I have to do that. Wash my hands pretty constantly. The cats can't sleep in the bedroom. We had to shut them out last night just because them being in that close proximity to me for that long period of time, and also because I'm not going to be able to get up and wash my hands if I touch them, and I might touch my face, and there's just a whole lot of risks when you have two little furry creatures that are covered in bacteria and viruses. Sounds really bad when I say it. I love my cats, But yeah, they come with some baggage, and right now I just can't afford to take any risks at all. You know, the same stuff. I can't, you know, can't hang out with anybody under like 12. Children and babies are just covered in terrible, terrible, horrible things that are really dangerous to me right now. So I have to avoid them. You know, I talk about the white blood cell count being low, but another interesting fact, I think I've mentioned this before, but when you have all of your bone marrow destroyed and then rebuilt, you lose all of those, the childhood vaccinations. I am no longer vaccinated against measles, polio, you know, all those little things, measles, mumps, rubella, yada yada. I don't have those anymore. I will have to, once I'm fully recovered from both transplants I'm getting, as I mentioned, I'm getting another one in November. I have to get revaccinated, like with the same childhood vaccines that we all got. Hopefully that we all got while we were small. I won't go on a rant about this, but I am kind of relying on other people, people being vaccinated to not get stuff like polio. Just a thing. You know, there's some of us who have things like this happen to us where we don't have a choice. We're unvaccinated for a period of time and at risk for those diseases. You don't think of people being at risk for those diseases because people are vaccinated. But like I said, not going to rant about it. So, so yeah, that's another sort of part of the puzzle of my immune system that is compromised, is that I don't have the vaccinations anymore. I'll be taking an antiviral 2 times a day for like a year to protect me, to help protect me against things like that, viruses in general. So those are the things that I'm still kind of restricted by. Just have to be very, very careful. I still have to, you know, all the diet restrictions. I can't get anything raw in a restaurant. I'm not really going out to restaurants anyway, just because it carries so much risk. And you know, who knows? Eventually, I will be able to, but right now, it's just not worth it. You know, anything raw that I have at home, fruits or veggies wise, I've got to wash like 30. You have to wash every fruit and vegetable for like 30 seconds, is what they say, which takes a while. And you know, it's one of those little things that you have to do. But I just try and eat cooked foods for the most part, and that you know, kills off all the garbage on it. Yeah, those are that's just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how I'm still, you know, restricted in what I can do. I'm not going to be going out and hanging out a whole lot for a little while. Probably not a whole lot during this month before I go back for the next transplant, and then it'll probably be a couple months after that that I'll be able to really get back to any sort of social life besides interacting with you guys on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. So. So with that, thank you for being here and watching. I know this was a little bit of a long one. I want to kind of make these a little more educational, since I don't have a whole lot. I don't have doctor's appointments and a whole lot going on personally right now. I'm just supposed to be recovering. So I want to kind of try and educate you guys a little bit. And I hope that's fun for everybody. So thanks for being here, and love you guys. And you know, it's funny, all the can't wait things. I wanted to make that a part of these videos because it reminded me of what I had to look forward to, and it helped me through those times. But it's difficult now because I'm home and I have a lot of the stuff that I said I couldn't wait until I had. Yeah, I can't wait for Jen to get home and eat dinner at home on a normal day. And kind of, that's one of the little slices of normal life I get right now. So that's what I can't wait for today. It's a very short-term one. It's going to happen, you know, here in a few hours, but I'm pretty darn excited about it. So yeah, signing off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.